As the new president of NRMA, I already know that it's very exciting to be here in the role and talk to the members about what an exciting time it is, what a successful time that it's been. We're financially stronger, membership is growing, and we're continuing to innovate and deliver new services and products as our members' needs evolve. NRMA for some years has been campaigning for the state government to introduce harsher penalties for repeat offenders on our roads. We had a big win recently when the state government decided to introduce alcohol interlocks to be installed into cars. It's basically a breathalyzer that's linked electronically to the car. Basically, the car won't start unless you have a 0 alcohol reading. We believe that this is a massive initiative that targets the repeat offenders who in the past have continually risked the lives of others. There'll be less deaths and less accidents on the roads as a result. So we've had a big win in the last 12 months. What we've seen is a commitment by federal and state governments to build the second airport at Badgerys Creek. Both governments have made a commitment to really build and deliver on the infrastructure to underpin the airport growth, but also the overall growth of western suburbs of Sydney. We had a massive win this year when the New South Wales state government made a commitment to invest $37 million into local council roads. Now these local roads, whether they're potholes or whether it's providing a better linkage from one town to another, this is money that's going to make a big difference. The $37 million is a great start. It will do a lot on its own, but of course there's a lot more to be done. There's a $4 billion backlog. So to that end, NRMA continues to ask and lobby federal and state governments for more funding. Every time you go and fill up your car at the petrol station, you pay nearly 40 cents in the dollar in fuel excise to the federal government. Yet, you only get approximately 1/3 of that back returned into roads and public transport. We don't think that's a fair deal. NRMA is arguing for a greater share. We want to see 50% of that fuel excise that you pay going back into roads and public transport. If we achieve that, all of those local council roads will be upgraded very quickly, making it safer and reducing congestion. So we've had some great wins here at NRMA this year on behalf of our members. We ran the Seeing Red on Our Roads campaign for the 4th year in a row, and there's been some constant themes. The major problematic roads were Parramatta Road, Pennant Hills Road and the Pacific Highway, and we're pleased to see a commitment by both the federal and state governments to solve some of those problems and those key areas. We're going to see the West Connects built, we're going to see the North Connects built, and we're going to see by 2020 the Pacific Highway dual lanes each way completed. This is an absolute win for NRMA members. This would not have been achieved without your input. 10,000 to 12,000 people participate in Seeing Red on Our Roads every year. That's the sort of feedback that we can go and knock on the door of government and ask for a greater commitment to improve the roads. That's what our members want. So on the back of our very successful Seeing Red on Roads campaign, for the 2nd year in a row, we've conducted the Seeing Red on Rail campaign. This was an easy one for us to be involved with. Over 70% of our members use the rail system, and those members tell us that they're looking for a voice to represent their interests. Over 11,000 members participated in the survey to let us know their most frustrating issues about the rail system. There's some common themes to do with safety in the car park area and safety in the train and in fact at the train station. And also car parking itself. There just hasn't been enough car parks available. We're very pleased to see a greater commitment by the state government to build 1,200 commuter car parks over the next 12 months. One of our priorities this year will be to try and get a fairer deal for you in terms of the taxes that you pay in the fuel excise. NRMA will continue to lobby to get a fairer deal. We're asking for 50% of the fuel excise to go back into roads. If we can get that, there'll be newer roads, there'll be upgraded roads, it'll be safer and there'll be less congestion.